Welcome, my friends, to One Season Wonders. Barcelona, they're a misunderstood club. I can't even keep a straight face. They're a misunderstood club. Many of you have seen news articles and talk and gossip about how terribly run Barcelona are. The fact they just sort of spooged all their money up the wall and then needed to miraculously invent money and mortgage their future. And then they couldn't register players and it all... That's gossip, right? That's just gossip. Barcelona is a perfectly run, sustainable club. And we're going to beat Real Madrid with these players that, you know, might not be as good as they once were, but we will show the world that this is a good club that everybody can get behind. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another video, another little mini-series. Now, Barcelona. I used to be a fan. I'm probably speaking for many of you in the comments. I'm not a big follower of European football anymore, but I used to watch quite a lot of Spanish football, and Barcelona were my team. Messi's my favourite player, current player, and all that sort of stuff, and they were just great, and I loved them, and the battle between Real Madrid was always good. Now, We've seen what's happened to them in the last year. When all the financial stuff happened, and obviously COVID had an effect as well, but when all the financial stuff happened and they couldn't pay Messi and he wanted to leave and then they lost some people, I was thought, this is almost a perfect reset point for Barcelona. Like if I'm the Barcelona board or owners or whatever, I'm going to sit there and go, right, okay, we've lost this. We need to run a good budget maybe for a couple of years and then rebuild. But the good thing is, you know, we're Barcelona. We've got one of the best youth academies in the world. So that won't be a problem. Let's bring up some of the younger players. Maybe have a season where we finished 5th, but we'll have such low wages and such we can build towards the future and all that sort of stuff. Nah. Barcelona were like, no. We'll just invent money and do incredibly dodgy things, balancing the books. And I just lost all interest. I was like, go fuck yourselves. That's horrible. Like, if this was Liverpool in this position, I'd feel just as disgusted. I hate it. And because it's almost like a classic case of the rich can do whatever they like. And it works for football clubs. If this was a small club, they just disappear. They have to have a Phoenix club or something. But Barcelona were like, no. We're Barcelona. We'll just spend all our future money that we have and hopefully we'll do well so that we can pay for it and grow and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of just stopped looking at Barcelona, right? But the problem is then, I don't really know what they did. And I know they got, fucking hell, Lewandowski. I know my football. I know they signed Lewandowski. I know they signed a few others, but I really just lost all interest in Spanish football because they were my team and everything. So I wanted to kind of do a one-team save because I want to see if they've got any money to spend. I'm assuming they haven't got any more money to spend. Imagine if you start the game. I haven't looked at anything, by the way. Imagine if you start the game and they've got, oh yeah, you've got 50 million, don't worry about it. And I want to see their finances, but also I want to see their team. I want to see what Barcelona have actually done with all this money and see if they're actually any good. So apologies if you've been watching Barcelona closely this season, but I have no clue really what their team is. We're predicted 2nd. I'm hopeful that the board don't expect me to win the league. Okay. Attacking, possession, high reputation players, entertaining football. I failed one, lads. Work within a wage budget that we've plucked out of the air. It's just a number, isn't it, really? Okay, and win the league. Good. So that's nice of them. Like, all this shit that's happened, losing the best ever player and all that stuff, but still, hey, win the league. Good. And challenge for the Champions League. Okay, I'm hopeful they signed a lot of footballers. Sort of a lot of good footballers then. Otherwise, we're a bit doomed. Right, I'll get rid of all this crap and we'll have a look at the team together. I think first place to go, probably finances. Let's have a look. Okay, so I was hopeful that there was no budget. I'm not really planning on making signings. I want to see the team we've got, right? I want to see what they've done. So thankfully, obviously they're 27 million, currently spending all of their wages. Do we have any debt? a small... Okay, it's only a small amount. It's just 5 million a month. 5.25 million a month. It's fun. Ooh, come on, we'll deal with that easy. Holy crap. And so we owe, this is fascinating, we owe £2.6 million a month for 19 years. 19 years. We're going to pay £100 million. Obviously, this club makes a load of money. So in Football Manager terms, I don't imagine it's too hard. You probably just have to sell to buy a bit more. But when you're Barcelona, you bring in youngsters, you can sell them. You've got the great, the youth players and stuff. So, right, let's have a quick look at their youthy teams. Right, okay. This is their B team. Jesus, he's good, isn't he? I bet he's not even good compared to some of them. I'll have a look at transfers in a minute as well. Under 19s. Got some 4-star potential. Obviously, 4-star potential at Barcelona is probably pretty good. Right. Can we look at transfers? Oh, okay. We're getting him as well. Good. In the future. 6 million. Okay. Didn't he do terribly? I want to see transfers. Oh, I saw a clip on, I think, TikTok or something of Hector Bellerin getting skinned. So I know he's there. Look at that. That almost makes me sad. Actually, no, it just does make me sad that, especially because you see so many little clubs just getting swallowed up and stuff that you can almost fall apart and then just go and flop out 143 million with all that debt and everything. That to me is bonkers. And I don't know a lot of these guys. I know Frank Kessie, he's the midfielder, because Liverpool were linked with him. Obviously Lewandowski. He's going to be kind of important. But even this situation here with, like, you know, signing this 33-year-old for 40 million, it's like money doesn't exist. And we've got Rafinha, who they probably... I don't mind. I think he's a little bit overrated. I don't see 55 million. Jules Koundé, I've heard of him. He's a centre-back. Okay, loves a headband. Good. Marcus Alonso. Just the fact they just... Yeah, it is 100k a week for Marcus Alonso. Okay, I don't know a lot of these. Undisclosed. Not dodgy at all, is it? I feel like Barcelona at this point should have to disclose. Obviously, we've got Aubameyang. We got rid of Aubameyang. So they got rid of a few freebies and a bunch of loans and stuff. What does my projection look like? So projection's always a bit random, but we're looking to lose £50 million a year, essentially. But then make... So we're starting off on 27 million. They're saying at the end of the season, it's going to be 50 million. But then next season... we're going to get loads back. And then we're going to be in profit. Yeah, but this is Barcelona accounting we're talking about. Okay. So we've still got Ter Stegen. We've still got a good team. We've got some good players that also aren't there anymore, which is just that we've loaned out. Obviously, Frankie de Jong saga. I'm not really... He's pretty good. I can see where Man United wanted him. We've got a good team. We've still got Sergio Busquets. We've lost, obviously we've got, is it Gavi and Pedri? Have I just, yes. Oh, God. Okay. My knowledge isn't 0%. We've got the two really, really good youngsters, which is the future, obviously. And then I saw the shite with him because he was terrible and everybody wanted rid, but then his contract was running out and then he started playing really well and then they gave him a new contract. That's how that went, right? On 200 grand a week. How much is... Wages-wise, I've seen worse. Like Man United, I feel like, is worse than this. I'm sure there's some overpaid players here, but like nobody's on stupid money. Lewandowski is clearly a 300k a week player. Frankie de Jong, 230, fine. So actually, the wages aren't so bad. Right, now I'm going to cobble together a tactic. Masterfully build using my extensive knowledge and tactical nous to build a tactic, and then I'll unveil it to you shortly. Okay, so had a bit of a look at the team. I could only ever play some sort of tiki-taka football. It feels right. I like the fact that it seems in this FM, the central midfielder seems to be a bit more of a dying breed, which is interesting. I've played a fair bit of this game now, and I think it is the best game. There's some bugs and some tweaks and some stuff, but remember it's beta. But I think I'm having so much fun playing this game. Watching the matches is more fun than watching any other FM. Okay, so the team is pretty good. I'd say the weakest area is right back. We've got Sergi, Roberto, and Hector Bellerin. And we've got a bunch of randoms. I'm not going to get, I'm not here for them. Right, it's not about them. I had a brain fart because what's-his-face was going out on loan and leaving to go to Sporting, not Trincao. Like, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm not going to make any transfers. I'm going to stick with what we've got. And I think I've heard that he's doing really bad, like he's not very good anymore, Gerard Piqué. But he's not going to be my first choice anyway because we've got these two guys who are really good. The team itself is good. I'm pretty happy with it. We've got some decent players. We've got some very good youngsters, and a couple of they're indifferent to me being here. Oh, PK now. Oh, he clearly didn't hear what I just said. I looked at this 2 minutes ago and he didn't support me. So I respect that. Lewandowski, obviously, he looks like an accountant, so you can see that in me, you see? So that's fine. We're going to zip on to the first game of the season. Oh, it's against Real Madrid, is it? Oh, good. Away? Okay. Great way to start. And a nice, easy run of friendlies before we get to that game. Good. Confidence should be at a high. Let's go. It's a solid start to pre-season. I'm really happy with how it's going. Did I also forget to put on my lights? Yes. It's not like I've been doing it every day for 5 years. Come on now. Right. Let's get on to Memphis Depay wants to leave. PSG have put a bid in. I'm not accepting any bids unless they're randoms that I'm not going to use. I've already said Memphis can leave at the end of the season, like when his contract runs out. So hopefully he's going to be okay with it. Just got this message, and it's very Barcelona-esque. The club has successfully negotiated the restructuring of our remaining debts with the arrangement of a 19.94 million loan. This should secure our financial position and ensure we remain competitive force in the future. Wow. So apparently it's just another 20 million loan, just a bit more. I'm not sure how that restructured because all we've done is taken out another loan. If I try and I'm a qualified accountant, right? And I'm not even going to remotely try and work out how their finances works. I'm not touching that with a barge pole. Let's just play football. Another thing, I think one of the things that really got my goat with the Barcelona situation was like seeing some of their fans booing their own players because they refused to take huge pay cuts for something that was not their fault whatsoever. Nothing to do with them. They got a contract. Imagine your boss came into you and said, look, I've pissed away a lot of the company's money, so I'm going to need you to take a 50% pay cut. And you're like, no, that's my contract. And then all your office mates are just like, boo! It's bonkers. It's like, I wish there was an all or nothing series for Barcelona. That's what in this last couple of year period, would have been fascinating, but also that probably would have put a lot of people in prison. So, right, friendlies, no more injuries, can have a lovely pre-season, and then we're ready for Real Madrid. I don't want to, how do I phrase this? I don't want to cast any aspersions. I'm just going to show you the facts, and then you can make up your own mind. Gerard Piqué is injured. He's got a tight groin. Okay, 9:34, couple of days injured. Tackling. Ronald here, exact same moment, a bruised foot and is out for 2. I'm not saying foot job. Arayo. Ronald. here it is, my friends. The first game of the season. I would have preferred if we could have maybe, you know, played some rubbish teams. Let me work out my best team. Work out a tactic that actually works. But no, we're going straight in against Real Madrid. Jules Koundé is out because he's torn his... Oh, no, he's fractured his lower leg, which we saw. And Sergio Roberto has torn his abdominal muscles. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I actually don't think stomach muscles exist. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. That's for you to discuss, okay? Oh, God. No real bids. Only Memphis Depay is the only player that people were coming in for. I was surprised. Sergio Busquets is not a very good leader. He's only got 13 leadership. I thought his whole thing was that he was... Okay, I'm out of touch. We still got a very good team. Ronald, obviously, at centre-back, and Gerald Piqué. But the board and fans expect us to win this season. C+, good. I've literally done nothing. Okay. Involved that. I loaned him out. Okay, supporters, they're pretty happy. Okay, so they want us, the same stuff. Finish above Real Madrid, like derbies. I like all this stuff. There's so many little things. I need to make a video on Football Manager about marketing it because it's an impossible game to market. Right, let's just... Baptism of fire, everybody. Lewandowski is a favourite to win top goal scorer, which I was surprised considering, that Real Madrid fella's quite good. Right. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. It's a new laid-back management style. Okay. That doesn't look like there's enough people. There is more stairs in this stadium than there is seats. Look at it. Right. We're going with the two youngsters as well. I want to see him. I want to give him plenty of game time. It's these little one-season saves I'm really enjoying because you know how I used to do the Premier League team guides? It wasn't like I didn't like bosh them out because even for like views or something like that. I used to like making them because then I could learn about the team. It was more for me than anything. It made me spend half an hour just looking at a Premier League team and going through them. So this is kind of cool. I'll take a draw. Obviously, I feel like I'm that. Yes, of course I'll take a draw. We just want goal replays, please. Okay, let's go. Whew. I'm worried generally about Real Madrid, not in this save, but in real life, because they've got, what's his name, Tchouameni? I probably murdered that pronunciation. Really good central midfielder. They've got Camavinga, and it looks like they're favourites to get Jude Bellingham. And with those three, because that central midfield for Real Madrid has been so important, and obviously they're all getting a bit older. But oh my God, going forward, that's disgusting. Oh, that's not a penalty, is it? That's not a penalty. We got VAR, right? It's not a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty! I thought he got the ball. It looked like a really good tackle. Go on, Stegs. Oh, get in there, Stegs. Kind of hit the post and come back off him, but he, spooked him. Oh, good. That's karma. That wasn't a pen. I think Benzema's head's going to go now. He's not going to score this season. Right. Set piece kings. Which we are not. Right. Ronald. Whoa. PK. Fucking mazy dribble. Jordi Alba. Bit of space. Oh, that's a pen. Definitely that one. That one was 100% a penalty, clearly. Probably should have been a straight red. Good a leg breaker. As always, I don't set penalty takers. I'm assuming it's Lewandowski. That's how you do it, Benzema. He looks over, shushes him. That's one. One ahead. Okay, we'll take that. I feel like that's only fair. Imagine if he started like this. Imagine if he started with a win. That didn't even come across as my thought process that we might actually win. They didn't win the game. Maybe that says more about me, my negativity, than anything. Real Madrid going down. Rock bottom. Rock bottom! Right. Not too bad. Well done on earning a lead. Right then. That's good. So we've got the youngster Ansu Fati. We've got Memphis, who's happy, pretty much happier, because I've said he can leave when his contract runs out. So you seem to be pleased with that. Right, let's... De Jong's like a good all-rounder, right? His defensive work is not the best, but his passing is going to make up for it. Like, for those that watch Spanish, like, know for Spanish football, do tell me. Obviously, we've got Gavi and Pedri at Barcelona, and they've got what I was just talking about at Real Madrid. Which group's better? In 10 years' time, which of those groups of three, let's include Jude Bellingham for argument's sake, which of those groups of three have won more Ballon d'Ors? Because, like I said, I've not really been keeping a close eye on Spanish football. Right. That's fine. How's PK doing? Okay, it's doing all right. It's doing all right. We don't have a left-footed centre-back either, which is interesting. Christian's not a lefty, is he? No. We can make 5 subs, right, as well. We're so lucky. Take a draw. Right, Alba. Here we go. PK. Stegs. Launches one down the line. Then Ballet. Little cut back. Drives inside. Oh, what a finish! Come on! What a lovely finish! Was not expecting that. I was expecting the classic, do a lovely move, get to the edge of the area, and then spoon it over the bar. That's kind of, my exploits in FIFA. But no, that is just a perfect placement. Right. Let's be intelligent about this. And I know this is a rarity for me, but let's just be a little bit... I'm not going to go defensive, but I'm just going to chill a little bit. Just chill a little bit. And obviously time waste. Look at that. I don't think I've ever had the lowest everything. It hurts me. Right. Fresh legs up top because he's going to be chasing the ball about a bit. You could argue we're... Yes. We could argue we're getting a little bit lucky here. Steg launches one. Militao. They're going long. Rudiger. I love Rudiger. It's got to see him leave the Premier League. Love watching Rudiger. He's a nutcase and brilliant. Oh, Chouameni. Stegs. Jellyans. This is still okay. This is still okay. We're riding our luck a little bit here. Oh, God, we've gone on for a Rory Delap in the box. Okay. The Barcelona way. Good crossfield ball. Bellerin. Volleyed back. Fati. Oh. Gerard Piqué from the corner. Feeling it. Taking our time, obviously. Another corner. If it is, yes. Keep it up there. Oh, this is goal. This is goal. I really need a draw to start. It gives me a tiny bit of breathing space. We're not already playing catch up time. No, you could have taken a touch. Oh no! How's it gone in the post? Stegs, you absolute moron! can't let that in. Oh, bollocks, we were doing so well. And this is my life now. Shittiest of tits. Yeah. It's just balls to the wall, lads. I love having 5 subs. It's so good. It's so much better. We didn't get smashed. But it was close enough that nobody's too upset. The Borden fans only wanted a draw. So that's, you know, as close as to a draw as you can possibly get, right? Oh, that's... all right, Carlo, chill out. One game, mate. Don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, so our first 100% loss record, you know, I'm just saying, you know, we're smashing it. A lot of set-piece action. Lewandowski's off the mark. Dembele looks really good. Didn't even notice that Pedri was playing. Could be more of a tactical thing than anything else. But it's hard, like we're playing Real Madrid. So let's play a few games. And I don't even know the good teams anymore. Like, Sevilla good now? I know obviously Atletico is still decent. So I did a quick look. This is the fun about Manager. One of my favourite things about Football Manager is not just the fact it's a great game and you get to be a football manager, is that you learn so much about leagues. Go manage a league you've never managed in and just go, oh, okay. That's how it works. Average points. Not bitter. Right, there we go, my friends. Our first episode. Good start. Couple of injuries. A loss to our arch rivals, and we must win the league. So I think, I'm just putting it out there, this might go the way of the England save. In which case, in that, let's do a year. I'm not 100% sure if I'll last that long. And on that note, I will bid you adieu. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be doing some talking point videos because I want to actually do a video on marketing Football Manager. I know that sounds boring. And it might be. But you should watch it anyway. Right. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.